Well, welcome everybody. Tim Salen, PDXRE guy here, and I just wanted to talk about 2020. 2020 has been one hell of a year, as we all know it. We had the COVID in the early part of the year, and then right after that we had the shutdown, and then the isolation, everybody being isolated in their homes, not being able to go out any place. Then after that we had the election, and now thank goodness for the vaccine. But with all the news that's out there, I think we tend to forget what happened in September. In September, we had on the West Coast some of the worst wildfires we've had in a long time. And we had people out there fighting these fires. I remember there was 10 days that I was stuck in my home that I couldn't go outside and breathe normally because of bad firefighters. There's a lot of frontline workers out there that we always want to thank. I do want to thank all the nurses and all the people who are at the grocery stores doing things that we are unwilling or unable to do on the front line. And some of the most unrecognized ones, though, I think are the volunteer firefighters. So this year I decided to take and adopt the Breitenbush Fire Department. They came up here from Breitenbush and helped out with a lot of our wildfires. And I think they're some of the most unrecognized heroes that we have in our community. So I wanted to adopt them, so I took and brought a fire hydrant that people could fill up with money. To all my open houses, I solicited all my clients, I solicited some of my vendors. I just wanted to see if we could raise some funds. They're in desperate need of a bush truck, a new bush truck. Theirs is, I think, 40 years old, and a bunk shed. So it's like, what can I do to help out? So I decided to take this on and see what we can do to help them out, the Breitenbush Fire Department. So I'm here at US Bank with Jerry. Jerry, come on in. And so today's the day that we're going to be able to hand it over to them. So Jerry's going to take the fire hydrant, total up all the cash, and we'll see what it is that we came up with, and then we'll hand it over to Breitenbush Fire Department. So Jerry, let's see what kind of total we get. Okay, now we're here with Brock Noyes, the president of Breitenbush Fire Department. I invited him down here to receive the check, and also maybe tell us a little bit about Breitenbush Volunteer Fire Department, if you don't mind.
I'd be delighted to do that. We are a small volunteer fire department up in rural Oregon in the old growth forest, or what's left of the old growth forest at this point. And we've been a volunteer fire department for 15 or 16 years now, and a very shoestring project in which we all volunteered our money and our time to make this happen. So we're so grateful for the support that we received here. I can't tell you, I don't mean to be overtly humble, but we are deeply grateful for the support that we've got here, which will allow us to continue to do our mission, which is to help people who are in distress and keep things from burning up. We were able to save the Breitenbush hot springs, which was a total miracle, because literally everything else around there burned. The fire was so amazingly intense. And the BFD workers on the ground did, and their support systems did an extraordinary job, for sure. So recognizing them is huge for us, and to be actually thanked in a way that is actually tangible, which can actually help us besides thank you. Getting this in a funding situation, this is really extraordinary for us. So thank you so much for all you've done and helping us, and we will continue to do our job, which is help people in distress, and we also answer calls for emergencies and whatever else needs to be done up there. And this will allow us to continue our mission, and we're very, very grateful. So thank you so much for your incredible work and all the people who supported you. We do not take this lightly.
Well, I want to say there was a lot of people involved and not just me, so if I've forgotten you, please forgive me. I wanted to thank especially Bull Mountain Family Dentistry, who was one of the first big donators, the Stewart Title, Clackamas Inn and Suites, some of my clients, Michael and Darcy, Country Financial, insurance agent Shellie Monsivais did stuff, Henry and Jackie, Jatin and Monika, Melanie and Phil, Pat Fox, Rudel, Lesley Valentine, who also had a little note in there about how she loves Breitenbush, so I don't know if you guys know her at all. Prolific Wellness, which is a great chiropractor up in by where I work in Multnomah Village. JoAnne Sterling, Joe Shafbo, who's one in here, K10 Incorporated, and there's a lot of others. Again, if you put money in during one of my open houses, I thank you very much for that, or if there's anybody else that I've forgotten, I do apologize. And it looks like Jerry has the total for us here, so Jerry, come on in, and why don't you present the check over to Brock Noyes. All right, there we go. What did we get? All right. Well, fantastic, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. $11,816.99. It's funny that we got the 99. You couldn't throw in the penny to make it the 817. So, Brock, Breitenbush Fire Department, thank you guys very much for your dedicated service to all of us, because we all benefit from you guys doing the fire fighting for us. Thank you all very much. Have a great day.